Hey guys, Tally006 back again, finally, with Season 2 of Grinding to Victory, a series in which I analyze and interpret what I need to do to get better at Call of Duty Blackout. I just want to take a quick minute to talk about this upcoming season. This season we are going to see a few solo games, but mostly duos and quads victories. I thought about what I covered in last season's videos was sufficient to cover solo gameplay. It's in duos and quads play where some new dynamics come to light, and we will take a look at those as the episodes roll on. Also note that most of these gameplays are quite old. The first few episodes will be from before the horrible armor nerf, but all after the looting mechanic change. And I will dive into these as the episodes see fit. One last note is a shout out to Nostalgica for letting me use this awesome heavy metal cover of the classic Mike Tyson's Punch-Out theme. I used Punch-Out Wii's theme for last season's intro, but I found this awesome version, and a huge thanks to Nostalgica for allowing me to use his arrangement. You can find him on YouTube, just search Nostalgica, Nestalgica. He does heavy metal covers of classic video game and TV show music. But enough of the logistics, let's critique the gameplay. So here we are, episode 1 of Grinding to Victory, season 2. We're jumping into a solos game here. I land fracking tower. I always try to land conveyor building when I land here. If you see on the drop, it was a little bit of a busy spot. I think there's 2 or 3 other people coming down here. I missed my drop and I end up at the 2-story building just kind of right across conveyor, but I make my way through. I don't see anybody. I loot conveyor and I catch an eye. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch a guy run over to these kind of office buildings, the red and white B2 buildings as we call them. So I'm just kind of waiting this out and just flashing back to Season 1 already. I can tell I'm getting a little bit of tunnel vision on this. I don't have a spot where I bring up the map here, but the zone is, I don't know, a little ways away. It's kind of just to the north, over that hill north of Fracking Tower. So I really shouldn't be wasting too much time with this, but this guy thinks, I'm pretty sure this guy thinks that I take off, and I hear him arranging his loot or picking up meds, so I jump down, jump in the window, and win the gunfight. You know, I found a level 3 armor in the conveyor building, so needless to say, I'm gonna win that fight, 80% of the time. I'm lucky this guy had an Outlander and a trauma kit for me, so I'm looking pretty good. I have the weapons I want, all the attachments I need, armor plates, some throwables. Like, I'm looking pretty set at this point. I can hear in the distance to the south a gun battle going on at this point, and I spend too much time waiting this out for these guys to come running through fracking, and I don't ever actually end up seeing them come through here. But I had the Outlander. I decided I had that trauma kit. I'm going to wait it out to see if they come through. They never did. I finally make my way out of the storm. Just looking around the surroundings, making sure that there's no one else coming out of the storm that might flank me. Going back to Season 1's finale, this is kind of the area in which I rotate through during that victory win, and it's actually a spot I don't like because it is quite open. But here I take a look at the map. This is where the circle's going to be. I don't like that southeast edge of the desert there, south of Asylum. I don't want to be over there. There's already a group of guys fighting over there. I take some random pot shots, but I'm already planning to rotate all the way north. There's a boat here in the middle of the river. I'm just going to jump on it, and I'm going to completely relocate the game here. We're going to skip past this a little bit, but I did take some shots while I was driving the boat, and as soon as I got onto shore, I had a few random shots taken at me, so Honestly, this was like the first game of the day. I was just kind of warming up, and I just started kind of goofing around, and I wasn't really taking this round seriously anymore. You know, there's already only 16 people left, and only have 1 kill, so I wasn't really thinking that this was going to be a game I had a chance to win at. So I'm just on a quad, cruising around. I happen to hear one coming up behind me. I turn. He actually gets the jump on me, but I hit 4 or 5 headshots there. I just absolutely melt that guy. Very lucky. I only had 6 health left, but I hit those headshots really clean, and I have that trauma kit, of course, so I do a good job to come up over the hill, look around, make sure no one's around. I actually almost forget to loot this guy, but we get our armor healed back up, and I'm going to grab his armor plates, and that's about it. The storm's coming in. It's already ticking for 5. See, it took a little bit of damage there. Here I rotated south towards where those other guys were fighting earlier in the fight, so I want to cut them off. I hear another quad coming, and you know, quads this late in the game, everybody's got throwables. It's not a good idea. He tries to go for the run over, but I get the sticky cluster, and that's an easy kill every time. Let's loot him, get some more. Look at the health this guy had. Finally pick up a backpack. Like I said, I wasn't taking this game too seriously up to this point. Now I got 3 kills and there's only 8 left. I'm going to start, you know, playing this smart, thinking about what I need to do to actually put myself in a position where I can win this game. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get healed back up, armor healed back up, and I'm just going to rotate this edge of the circle, this, I don't know, about 180 degrees of this southeastern side of this circle, and I'm just going to patrol. I'm going to I have the short side, you know, to my advantage, and I'm just going to let people come to me. It is quite open down into that area, as you see just to the right of the screen. I don't want to mess with that. I want to stay by these hills where the trees and the rocks are. I'm just going to take a peek down here, but stay close. I know there's a spot where I can get back up. The storm's not going to cut my entrance point off. Doing a really good job hugging that circle. Just going to peek over this hill to see if anyone was coming from Zombie Town or Turbine Factory. There's nothing. Head back up the hill. I'm just going to come back over this hill to the north, and I'm going to catch a glimpse of a guy coming out of a gas station, and I'm going to absolutely shred this guy. A couple good shots there. He gets behind cover. He thinks I'm hugging the zone. He throws a grenade. I instantly move, cut him off, and not even a challenge on that one. I'm not even going to bother looting him either, just because I have what I need. I have armor plates. I have a ton of health. And I'm not going to risk the chance of getting a snipe on me from across the bridge or at the houses to the north there. There's a wide open sight line there for that position. I don't want to mess with that. I have the guns I want. I have some throwables. And again, just going back to patrolling that border, I got zone lock again. Things are looking good. There's 4 people left. As we head into the end game here, I'm just going to talk a little bit ahead of where the gameplay is, but I'm going to spend my time up on this hill kind of looking for anybody to poke their head out, give me a visual of where they might be, so I know where I want to rotate, okay? The circle's down in an open area that I don't really want to be in too early, and I just want any indication on where to rotate to, but I don't find anybody. It's not until a little bit later that everybody's kind of down on the crest of the hill by the railway bridge just to my west. And where this game goes wrong is if I would have rotated north, as you see I'm going south here, I may have been able to get behind this group of guys that are all hiding by this railway. And that probably would have led to a victory. However, hindsight is always 2020. And I rotated south because I wanted to be in circle. And I catch a glimpse of these guys. I take a shot at one. I get an armor shot. But by the time I get down there, player 2 had killed player 1, and then player 3 had killed player 2, if you get what I'm trying to say there. And I get stuck in a spot where this guy's got cover from behind the bridge, and you call it unlucky or unfortunate or just noob play, but this guy had 3 concussions on him. And this was before the concussion nerf, to where you had to basically land the concussion right at their feet like you do now. This concussion lands so far away, you'll see it pop right here, and it gets me, and I get I get out of the way. But he's got 2 more, and he's just spam throwing them. He gets lucky with a 3rd one and pops up and kills me. It was a tough pill to swallow, but it was a good gameplay nonetheless, and I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.